Your Excellency, our dear President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, have been presented by our dear Vice President, His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. The Chairman of the House Committee on FCT, my dear friend Betara, and the Chairman House Committee on Area Councils, the Honorable Minister of the FCT State, Managing Director and Management Staff of Julius Berger PLC, leaders of the political parties that are here, members of the Rainbow Coalition, Mandate secretaries, permanent secretaries, head of service, chairman of Civil Service Commission and chief of staff, outgoing and incoming chairmen of area councils that are here, our dear women, our dear youths, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, Mr. President, let me join the Minister of State to welcome you to yet another day of commissioning of projects in the Federal Capital Territory. Your Excellency, today is day 2 of the 31 days marked for commissioning of projects in the FCT. Your Excellency, it is important to put on record that June 24, 2024, when we had the first year anniversary of Mr. President, Your Excellency, we took 9 days of commissioning of projects. Your Excellency, in the second year anniversary, we took 19 days. Your Excellency, to the glory of God, in this third year, we are taking 31 days of commissioning of projects. I want, on behalf of the Minister of State, FCT, and staff and management of Federal Capital Territory Administration, to thank His Excellency Mr. President and Mr. Vice President for giving us the opportunity to be part of this history in changing the narrative of development in the FCT. If we did not have that opportunity, it may be difficult for us to know what is made up in the Federal Capital Territory. We are happy to associate ourselves with you that indeed the Need Hope agenda is working in the FCT. Your Excellency, Mr. President, let me say clearly and thank the Managing Director of Julius Berger. It has not been easy. One company I know that does not joke when you give them assignment is Julius Berger PLC. I want to sincerely thank them. The Guarepa section was done within 7 months, and the Secretary to the Government of the Federation represented Mr. President last year in the second year anniversary when we commissioned the Guarepa section. Today, we're in the Dape section. I called the managing director, the regional manager, Mr. Oliver, and I said, Mr. Oliver, you know, we'll soon be having our 3rd year anniversary. Promise us that we'll include this section for the inauguration in the 3rd year anniversary of Mr. President. As usual, he laughed and he said, you know, if you play our own game, we'll play our own game. What is the game there? Perform your own obligation, leave the rest for us. I thank them that they have fulfilled the promise, and we have also done our own part. So you fall for me, I fall for you. You do for me, I do for you.
Do your thing, we gonna do it. If you want to, you know. 2027, nobody want it Tinubu.
Your Excellency, yesterday, the Senate President who represented you, Mr. President, he did say that for the first time in the history of this FCT, that the ruling party has never won all the seats in the area council, and that no ruling party has won the booths in the villa. But that he was surprised, that he was not surprised that in the last area council, not only did Mr. President clinch all the seats, but also won in the villa, which is very, very historic. Yes, let me say this. Yes, we're in Amak. This is supposed to be the city. Yes, as I know from the program I saw that you are going to represent Mr. President in commissioning projects in Karu and all the environment there. Your Excellency, we did not, by your directive, concentrate development or provision of infrastructure just in the city's center. No. I can say for the first time that development has been taken to the satellite towns in the Federal Capital Territory. This is unprecedented. For me, I believe that Kauru is very close here. But it was interesting to me, Mr. President, ably represented by you, that if they have given you the opportunity for you to, because I see Kauru as very close here, even though, yes, it is time to be in satellite, but in Amak. Your Excellency, I would have preferred if you are the one to go to commission the road from Gomani to Yangoji, which is about 14 kilometers with 2 bridges. It's very important. I believe this year, yes, if you don't have an opportunity, but I believe before the end of this year, you commission the one from Buhari to Kubwa. It's very, very important that we can see that all our satellite towns are getting attention of government. Before this period, satellite towns do not know what they call government. They have no impact of governance. But today, they can feel the impact, the presence of government. When they ask them, what is government? They can say, see government here. It's very key. In those days when we were in university, we used to have a lecturer, I hear he's late Stephen Orupamo. A topic said, money. He said, why are people finding these students to know what is called money? What is money? Who can define money here? He put his hand in his pocket, see money. This is money. So when you ask of telling people what is government, what is government, what is governance, it may be difficult for people to define it, but very simple. I'm sure even these people who are carrying placards there, which will not succumb to this blackmail. If you ask them now, what is government? What is governance? They'll look at this, see government. It was not there before. They don't know what's called government before, but now they know what is called government. See road, see infrastructure. That is what is called government. Without infrastructure, nothing is called governance at all. It does not exist. But in this your tenure, this your old time, you have carried governance, you have carried government to the rural areas. I want to thank you. And we were happy that we are part of it to celebrate what. And I've always told people, if indeed that we want to say governance is what will make people to return you to come back to office. If indeed, I don't think your government, I don't think Aswajibola Ahmed Tinubu should be sleeping and keeping one of his eyes open. No. He should sleep and his two eyes closed. FCT cannot. The people of FCT cannot. And I challenge anybody in this FCT who can come out to say, we don't have the impact. We don't feel the presence of government. These people who are carrying placards here, let me tell you. So if you like, if people send you to go and carry placards, far, it will not work. Why will it not work? When we are doing this road, and thank God, it's good to come out and know what is happening, not to be in the office. That time, Jerusalem was having a problem. The community said they will not do the road because they have not been compensated for the demolition. I came down by my humble self and addressed the communities on the road. And they said they have not been compensated. I turned left. I said, where is the director of the settlement and compensation? He says, I'm here. Why have they not been paid? They said, oh, some people are saying that they are indigenous, but that they are paying those who have houses. I said, we're only paying those that will have demolished their properties. We're not paying that if you have a social community, we'll pay you money that we are doing a project. It is those that have properties along the line that development is taking place that we have to pay. And I want to say clearly, we paid. We paid. I want to challenge anybody who has a property along this line that was not paid. So if you are saying that because you are from DAPE and development has passed and government did not dash you money, we don't dash money when we are carrying out development. So if you say you have property and it was demolished and you were not paid, come and say so. I challenge anybody. It's not correct. So if you are carrying this thing for journalists to write, to say, people who are carrying placards, tell them they have faith because they have nothing to write. And that's why I have to explain it here to everybody. Some people who are here, who are watching this, tell them it does not work. And it will not work. If you want any help from me that you think we should do, come properly, I will do it for you. But if it is by carrying blackmail, no way, it does not work. This government cannot fall for any blackmail. We must stand firm, and we are firm to do what we think is right. Mr. President, let me therefore invite you to talk to the residents of Abuja and the DAPE people and do the needful. Thank you, and God bless you.